I've posted a lot of things on Facebook. Some things you can probably guess about me. I'm married, have kids. I'm a Christian. But what I haven't posted is exactly why I'm a Christian. It's not because I made a decision. It's not because I said, I think this is the best course of my life. I think this is what is best for me. No, it was something totally different. It was more of a response to what God was doing. He was he was pursuing me. I wasn't looking for him, and he did all the work of pursuing. It's like he broke through my life and began to teach me about himself, and I just began to fall in love with him. Let me explain. When I was in high school, a little bit after high school, I was a nice guy. I had a lot of good friends, but I lived my life based on two things. One was I wanted to make my own truth, and I wanted to experience life, and both came up short because I realized I didn't have enough life to live to experience everything. And I think I noticed that every single day I was living by a different truth, and I was looking back and I'm thinking, well, what future do I have to base my life on if every single day is different in truth? And began to share kind of that aspect to a friend, and a friend, a coworker, said, "Have you ever considered Jesus?" And of course, they'd shared with me about their relationship with Christ, but I've usually just kind of pushed them aside. But there was something different about this one. When she said that, I something switched in my heart, and I began to have these thoughts that seemed to be outside of myself. They didn't seem like they were mine. I feel like I was being taught. And I look back now and I realize I was being taught by God, and he was telling me some pretty crucial things. One was that my hatred for Jesus and my hatred for the church and things wasn't really because I hated him, it's because I didn't know him. And he began to teach me about himself. And at the same time, I was really realizing things about myself, that I was really alone. That was the biggest thing, that I felt so alone. And a friend challenged me to read the Bible, and I read a book called John out of there. And I got to Jesus when Jesus said, "I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you." And something switched from there too. And that was really when I truly fell in love with Jesus, because I heard him for the first time say, "Steve, I love you. Stop trying to live your life like it depends on you. Let me do what I do best. And I just want you to live through me." And that's what my life has been like since that moment, my first breath after reading that. He has been my life, my source. And I want to explain it to you because it was more of a response. And I bet you that there's some people in your life that have shared with you the story quite like mine. And if that's true, then consider maybe God's speaking to you. He's pursuing you. I have a friend who's posted some other things that may be interesting to you, and so I would ask you to go ahead and click on that posted up there and the link there, and to just have a look what he has to say. But I want to thank you for listening, and I want to thank you for hanging with me.